이 옷? 여기 대체 어디야?
집이지? 우리 새로 시작한다고 그랬잖아.
Yuh-Jung is joining me today. She stars in the newly released movie Minari. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's a great honor to be speaking with you.
Oh, thank you for having me here.
First and foremost, can you tell us a little bit about the movie as well as your character specifically?
Oh, as everybody knows, it's based on Isaac's real life story. And sometimes it's when you get the role from real life story one, then you was kind of wondering, should I just imitate the real character, real person? But lucky enough, Isaac said, I don't have to do that. I don't have to imitate his grandmother, just to play whatever you feel like to. So I had great freedom from the director. So I enjoyed, I could use all my grandma's picture from, my grandma or some other people's grandma. We all have a granny. So that maybe we put together everything like that.
And can you tell us a little bit about your favorite scene from the movie, and maybe, what scene was particularly the most difficult to film?
My favorite scene was because when David was praying night prayer, he liked to see the heaven. That's what his mother said. There's some kids that went to see heaven and then he got better or something like that. And then to grandmother, to see the heaven means, he will die, if you die. And so she was so shocked. And then what kind of prayer is that? And then that was the first moment I think he was telling me about how afraid he is about his disease, his heart disease. So I grabbed him and then I told him, I will protect you. I will never let you die or something like that. That I could do that to my own grandson. And that scene, I liked it. Just trying to encouraging him. She doesn't have any medical knowledge, nothing, but she just hope that's just a genuine love, I think. So that scene, I liked it very much.
I feel like that connection between you and David was so real and was so authentic throughout the entire movie. It almost felt like watching me interact with my grandparents. Now, at the end of the movie, there's that fire scene. Can you talk a little bit, about what it was like to film that and sort of what was going through your head throughout that? Because, just from watching it, it looks pretty scary. So
physically, it was just, see, like it's not that you cannot direct that kind of scene because we will never know what the flame will go this side or that side. It's all up to wind, and we cannot measure the wind side or something. Then here, me trying to put down without any good condition. If I'm in good condition, I could do my best to put out the fire, but I supposed not to use one side and then try to put out the fire. And then, of course, we have to take only one take, to save the money. As you know, this is not luxury movie. It wasn't. So me, old-fashioned actress, I have to listen. The director would say, cut. I was listening, trying to listening. He would say cut, but I couldn't hear the cut sound. And so I kept doing it. And the flame goes over my face. So I was teasing to Isaac. I almost barbecued, Korean barbecued myself. Well, we managed it all right.
Word Minari is a type of plant, correct? And it's actually grown in the movie. But does the name of the movie symbolize anything?
Isaac, actually, his grandmother brought the seed from Korea and planted. And later on, they found it out. Everything was gone, but the Minari was still alive. That's why I think that for Isaac's memory, and that was very memorable to him, I think, remembering grandma, and of course his grandmother passed away. So, but we found out later because the Minari is just like a survivor. So we probably named it really good.
Now, the movie itself is about a young family that comes from Korea to the United States, and you yourself actually immigrated to the United States in the mid-70s. Can you talk a little bit about your own experience and, how you were able to live out the American dream like, we see in the movie itself?
Yes, we all, I think at my time, because coming to United States, it's of course it was dream, American dream. But they like to have a better future for their second generation, I think. They like to give them a Korean parents, very, what do you call, very diligent and then trying to, because I think we had a war. So we were very afraid to have a war. We had a Korean war. We had a civil war, actually. So with that experience, they like to give their second generation have a safe life, not having a war again, because actually we are not over. Our war is not over. We are in Yuh-Jung, what is that? Resting time between North and South. So all the parents, their dream was actually, it's different than American dream. Their dream is get away from Korea and gives safety for their second generation and better opportunity for them. That's what the dream was, I think. My situation was a little bit different though. I came here my ex-husband had a student visa here. So I came along with him and I stayed longer than what I expected.
Now, I just have one final question for you. You are the first Korean to be nominated for a Screen Actors Guild Award. It's the best supporting role. How do you feel about that? And what went through your mind when you first learned about this?
Actually, I didn't know. Actually, I asked my friend what the SAG stands for. And she said, Screen Actors Guild. And then she explained it to me. It's actor voice to actor. So, because they said this is the first time the Korean actress being nominated. So I didn't know. I felt like numb. It's not realistic to me or real to me. I don't know how to describe my feeling. But during the interview with my lack of English, I said, I feel nothing. That's my English's problem. Not, I couldn't feel anything because I'm not living in the state. And I had just a little bit of experience living in here as just a housewife. And I'm mostly working in Korea. So I don't have any connecting Hollywood business or this industry. So it's just, I'm just, how should I react? How should I describe? Still, I'm doing it like this. And having an interview with you guys, and it's with my English, if I had this much the attention, I could use my translator or something. Why I started by myself, stupid me. My life is all regretful. Sorry, an accident.
Well, congratulations on your nomination. I so appreciate you coming on to speak with me about your new movie, Minari, and I wish you all the luck in your future movie endeavors. And, I look forward to watching the movie again soon. So thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you very much.